Something. Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast brought to you by Stone's Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very nice day here at Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. We've got Big 8 conference action for you today. The hometown American River College Beavers against the visitors from San Joaquin Delta College. They are the Mustangs. Mark the Phantom Lowe here. Chris Toy behind the controls, and the boss of the network, Stones McCoy, wandering around somewhere on this very nice afternoon. The Beavers coming off a very good week in which they went out of Big 8 Conference, went 2-1 on the week after winning their last conference game against Sierra back a couple of weeks ago. And the same pitcher on the mound then is on the mound now. It's Anthony O'Connor, the left-hander out of Woodland. Anthony, a very impressive season so far, 3-3 on the record, 42 strikeouts in 45 2/3 innings, and a sparkling 2.56 earned run average. He's facing a Delta College team that has suddenly got hot. They're 7-5 in conference, but they've won 5 of their last 6. They took a series from Cosumnes River College and then took 2 out of 3 from Sac City, so they are on a bit of a roll as they come into this one. Let's take a look at the batting lineup for those Mustangs. We've got Park Romney leading us off. We've got Don Rodriguez in the 3 spot, batting a robust .426 with 5 home runs. He's followed up by Grant MacArthur with a pair of home runs. And also later in the order, Braden Schnabel, you see batting in the number 6 spot. He has 3 homers, going all the way down to Ian Guanzon, who's batting in the 9th spot. So we're ready to get going here with Anthony O'Connor pitching from the stretch. First pitch on the way, and we are underway here. And it's a called strike to Park Romney. Romney's 239 on the season. He's got 12 runs batted in. He is out of Farmington, Utah. And he watches that one on the outside corner as well. 0-2 on Park Romney, followed up by Drew Giannini and Dom Rodriguez for the Mustangs. Seeing their first action since taking 2 of 3 from Sac City College. That one is outside. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Romney. As we get underway, Beavers in the home whites. Breaking ball's popped up. It's trying to get out of play, and it will. Chased by Duncan Hansen behind the plate. We'll go over the defensive alignment after this hitter for your American River College Beavers. 2-7 in conference play. They are 7-16 on the season. Romney from the right side of the plate, close to the plate, especially with that back foot. That one is outside. Duncan Hansen with the outside target, and it is into the target, but he is out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's popped out of play. These two teams playing again tomorrow down in Stockton, and then on Friday they'll conclude the 3-game series right here at 2 p.m. We'll be over at the softball field. Becky Russfield doing a doubleheader that day for ARC softball. 2-2 pitch is down low, ball 3. So Romney has worked the count all the way to a full count as we get this one started. O'Connor's 3-2 pitch is fouled back. We mentioned the 42 strikeouts, just 17 base on balls for Anthony through the first 45 2/3 innings. 3-3 on the season. He was the pitcher when the Beavers went out to a 10-0 lead over the Diablo Valley College Vikings a couple weeks ago. 3-2 pitch, breaking balls hit well to left field. Giving chase is Henry. He's not going to get there. That is down on the track. Henry runs it down. Nice job, but rounding second, headed for third. The cutoff throw is right on the money. The tag is applied. He is out at third base. Tremendous play by Henry to run that ball down in left field. Hits the shortstop, Darren Eels, on the cutoff. He gets it over to the third baseman. That is Brett Griffiths, who applies the tag, and Romney is the first hit and the first out of the ball game. He gets credit for a double on that one and is thrown out 7-6-5. So Romney worked the count to his favor. I was a little bit worried. It looked like the tag was applied a little bit high over there at third base, but it was in time, and here's Drew Giannini. Left-hander against left-hander. First pitch is down low for a ball. Let's take a look at that defensive alignment. We'll start off with David Henry in left field, who just made a fine play. Danny Gallegos in center day, Wyatt Winalski in right. Griffiths, Eels, Reynolds, and Tatum around the infield, and behind the plate is Duncan Hansen for Anthony O'Connor, who is now even in the count, 1 ball and 1 strike on Giannini, who's batting a very respectable .318 on the season so far. Takes that one in there for a strike, 1-2. Drew, a sophomore from Tracy High School. 3 home runs and 23 runs batted in. Hit sharply to the right of second base. That's going to get onto the center field for a base hit. So Giannini puts it right back up the middle, which of course makes that previous play all the bigger. And that will bring up Dom Rodriguez. Dom sporting a very hefty .424 batting average, 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in. He is out of Turlock. It did some time with the Lincoln Potters last summer, so we got Dom to see Dom play already. He pops that one up out of play. He's out in left field for the Mustangs in this one. Connis goes over to first base. Mustangs 17-11 on the season overall, 7-5 in conference play. Good lead over there by Giannini at first base. O'Connor comes to the plate, just misses outside to Dom Rodriguez. Evens the count up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straight away and pretty deep for Rodriguez. Again, 5 home runs on the season, 26 batted in. Hits that one out of play to our right. A little bit tougher here at Beaver Field, the confines. 390 to dead center. 345 down the lines and 370 to the alleys. Usually the wind blowing in. Not much of a breeze right now, but what there is blowing at us. 1-2 pitch. Little blooper out over the second baseman's head. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Running it down out there is Reynolds, who throws it over to third, but not in time to get Giannini as he read it perfectly. So 3 straight hits for the Mustangs. That one not hit very hard, but hit hard enough for Dom Rodriguez. He gets his first hit of the game, and that'll bring up Grant MacArthur, the first baseman.
Number 26, first baseman, Grant MacArthur.
Grant, a sophomore from Granite Hills, hitting .270. 2 home runs, 23 batted in, and he's got a chance to make it 24 with Giannini. Down at third base, very gentle. Under 5 miles an hour, that's pretty good. That's in there for a strike. We use Chris Toys, of course. He is our Stones Radio Network's meteorologist because his phone has the weather on it. Mine does too, but it's never right, especially their predictions. Their predictions are terrible. 0-1 to MacArthur. Hit sharply but foul down the third baseline. And that would have been trouble for the Beavers had it been fair, as that would have snuck right over the bag, but it was a little bit too far to the left for MacArthur, so he is down 0-2 quickly here. Blaine French is the on-deck hitter, the designated hitter. Connis' fastball is up too high. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on MacArthur. Dominic Rodriguez at first base, Drew Giannini over at third. Park Romney opened up with a double, tried to stretch it to 3, was thrown out by the Beavers. That's the only out recorded so far. That's hit high in the air and well to right center field. Going back is Winalski, still going back. It's over his head. Winalski runs it down. 1 run will score. Here comes Rodriguez. They're going to hold him at third, though. It's a double for MacArthur. It's an RBI, and the Mustangs are on the board first. They lead it 1-0 with 4 straight hits. Rodriguez over at third. He had to wait a little bit to see if Winalski was going to run that one down in right field. Wyatt couldn't quite get to it, but he got it on the first hop. Here's Blaine French. 3-11 for Blaine. Occupying the DH spot today. Left-handed hitter against O'Connor. First pitch is just a little bit outside. Blaine, a sophomore out of Oakland Tech High School. Check swing, and that is a ball as well, so it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitches swung on and missed off speed. 2-1. Braden Schneibel is next. As the Mustangs have reeled off 4 straight hits, they've got 1 run in. They've got runners at second and third. Shows bunt. The pitch is just a little high. 3-1. Coming in from third, Brett Griffiths. In case French didn't lay that one down. Three and one. Fouled off. Kind of a check swing by French again, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Matt, who's batting right now?
3 balls, 2 strikes on Blaine French. Hit sharply to second base. Going to be handled by Reynolds. He'll go to first. The run will score. It's an RBI ground out, but it's the second out of the inning for the Beavers. Moving over to third is MacArthur as Rodriguez scores the second run of the inning. So 2 runs in, still a runner at third base, and now Braden Schnabel, the hitter. Corona del Sol High School in Arizona for Braden, and he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. He's hitting at a .290 clip, 3 home runs, 17 batted in. Right-handed hitter playing in right field for the Mustangs. Reed Peters is their skipper. That's in there for a strike. Of course, Doug Jumale, Coach Jay, running the show for American River College in the third base dugout today. 0-2 now. Hit out into left center field, moving over the center field. That's going to get down in front of him for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Schnabel. The third run scores. That's Grant MacArthur, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Mustangs as they put up 3 runs on 5 hits here in the first inning against Ocanis, who, as we said, came in with a .256 earned run average. Here's Mateo Garcia, the third baseman. .266 for Mateo. Sophomore from Pittman High School, left-handed hitter. Chopper foul over the first base dugout, into the first base dugout. So it's 0-1 on Garcia. Fouled again by Mateo Garcia. Joe Barnhart, the catcher on deck, the number 8 hitter in the order for the Mustangs, as they've put 3 across the plate on 5 hits here to start us off on what was a nice afternoon about 20 minutes ago. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside. The throw to second by Hansen is in time. He got him. Nice job, Duncan Hansen. The tag applied by Darren Eales, but not before 3 runs on 5 hits. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Mustangs 3, Beavers coming to bat.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
Fine.
again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the first inning from Beaver Field. It's 3-0 already for Delta. They're going to send the left-hander Logan Drummond out to the mound, the sophomore from Tukey High School, who was 2-1 on the season, 24 in the third innings pitched. He's got 26 strikeouts. He does have 15 base on balls and an ERA of just over 4 at 4.07.
Leading off the game for the Beavers, number 1, third baseman, Brett Griffiths.
Oh, here's Brett Griffiths. Let's take a look, if we can, quickly at the batting order for the Beavers. Brett's leading us off. Darren Eels batting in the third spot with 4 home runs. Jose Vegas, today's DH, batting 5th. Willie Tatum 8th. And Danny Gallego is batting 9th for the Beavers. He is out in center field today. And we start off with Griffiths, then Wyatt Winalski and Darren Eels against Logan Drummond, who enjoys a 3-run advantage before he even comes out on the mound. Fastball just misses, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Brett. 306 for Brett. He scored 19. He's driven in 11 from the leadoff spot. Pretty much been there all season. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Logan Drummond ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left-hander works from the windup. Fouled out of play. The fastball again by Brett. Loses control of the bat, so he's going to very colorful weapon there for Brett Griffiths. Looks like the end of the bat looks like something that the kids did in 5th grade class or maybe 3rd grade. They got the coloring, got the crayons out. Takes it in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But I applaud. Get the kids involved any way you can. Design a bat day, not a bad idea. If your school wants to take it, go ahead. Give Stones Radio Networks credit, of course. But line drive right back up the middle, base hit. Dive by Giannini at second base. He timed it well, but that ball got by him, and Griffiths with another base hit. A lot of hitting so far in this game, and that'll bring up Wyatt Winalski. Defensively, let's take a look at the Mustangs. Giannini at second. MacArthur at first. At short, it's Guanzone. And then Mateo Garcia at third. Rodriguez, Romney, and Schnabel in the outfield. Joseph Barnard behind the plate. And Logan Drummond on the mound. Here's Winalski. Shows bunt. Pulls it back and takes high for a ball. Wyatt is a sophomore. Comes to us from San Juan High School. Batting .242 on the year. He's alternated between center, right, inside, just a little bit inside, 2-0. Wyatt's also done a stint on the hill for the Beavers in this season so far. 2-0 pitch coming up by Drummond. Just a little bit high again, 3-0. Short lead at first by Brett Griffiths. That one is right down the middle. 3-1. Garcia playing up at third against the left-hand hitting Winalski. On the infield grass as Drummond looks at Griffiths at first. He's going to go over there. And Brett was not off too far. Coming to the plate, 3-1. That's fouled back to the screen. So Drummond gets back from 3-0 to 3-2 on Wyatt Winalski. Left-handed hitting right fielder takes a look down at third base coach. That's the skipper, Doug Jumalet, down there. Now they're going to go to first. They've got Griffith picked off. The throw from first to second. MacArthur hits it to Guanzone, tags him, and he is out. So a lot of people being thrown out on the base pass. Beavers, as Brett was anticipating the 3-2 delivery, and he is caught off for the first out in the bottom of the first. And Winalski will take to the plate again with that full count on him, but now Drummond in the windup. That's a sliced foul down the left field line. White will stay alive again. Beavers' last conference game was a win over Sierra. Then they went out of conference last week, got wins over Shasta and West Hills, and dropped a contest to Feather River in the middle of those three. Chopper down the first base line. It's going to be waited for by MacArthur, and he gets to the bag a step before Winalski. So 2 outs now for the Beavers, and Darren Eels coming to the plate. The shortstop hitting at .230 with 4 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Sophomore out of Bear Creek High School. Down the 209, no stranger to San Joaquin Delta College. Steps in here. Beavers a promising start to the inning, but then Griffiths picked off and a ground out from Winalski. Eels pops it up right side, trying to get out of play, giving chase is Barnhart the catcher, but it is out of play. 0-1 on Darren. He's followed by Jaden Reynolds in the Beavers order. Jaden moves his way up to the cleanup spot for Coach Jay. 0-1 now to Darren. Fastball's in there for a strike, 0-2. Drummond gave up the base hit to Griffiths to start off the bottom of the first, but got the pickoff and then a grounder from Winalski, and he's quickly ahead of Darren Eels, 0-2. Inside, hits the ground, hits Eels, hits the backstop, hit just about everything except for the umpire, who asked for some more base. After that, he says, I need some more baseballs, but that's the way this is going to go. 1-2 on Darren Eels. First of a 3-game set between these two teams, tomorrow in Stockton, then Friday back here. We will be broadcasting on Friday, but from Becky Russ Field, about 150 yards away. Eels fouls that one out of play as the Beavers softball team takes on Santa Rosa coming to town for 2. Beavers with the 3-game win streak in league play. They are presently visiting Modesto for a single game this afternoon. Eels takes it down low for a ball. 2-2 to Darren. Hits that one up in the air right side, giving chase a little bit as MacArthur, but that's going to get out of play. Just about gradually getting to the part of the season where I urge people to come out to Beaver Field. I know it's, leaving the comfort of your home, listening to my, velvet tones and everything, but so it gets quite pleasant. You can still do that here. Swing and a miss on the ground, picked up by Barnhart. He goes down to first, and so that is a harmless inning for the Beavers. They got nothing across. We go to the top of the second. Mustangs on top, 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jay Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm
Mateo Garcia leading us off here in the top of the second inning on a good-looking pitch called the ball. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. He's followed by Joe Barnhart and Ian Guanzon. I got to work on that. Inside for a ball. I think we'll go Guanzon. Anyway, 2-0. It took me 2 pitches to get Brian's name. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. I don't mean any harm when I butcher a name. I'm just bad. You know, I mean, come on. Hey, I mean, that excuses everything, right? Ineptitude. It's the American way. 2-1 pitch. Good looking pitch. Ball 3. There you go. There's an example. And then the throwback gets away. Okay. 3 balls and 1 strike. Mustangs put up 3 runs on 5 hits in the top of the first. 2 of their 3 outs recorded were base running. That just misses outside, ball 4. So Garcia with the base on balls. He came in at 260 with a pair of home runs. Joe Barnhart, who has 4 home runs, batting .363 in the number 8 spot. The catcher coming to the plate, the right-handed hitter. Out of Tokay High, a sophomore. So we got a Tokay battery with Logan Drummond and Joe Barnhart. 4 home runs, 25 batted in for Joe. First pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Garcia opening up with the base on balls at first. That's high. Throw down to first base by Hansen. Gloved by Willie Tatum, but not in time to get Garcia. So the base on balls to Garcia, and Barnhart now with a 2-ball, no strike count in his favor. Beavers pretty deep and straight away. Or a line drive out to center field. Coming in now as that one got held up, and it's going to fall in front of center field. Danny Gallego out there. As he went back on the ball, it sounded like and looked like it was going to go much further, and then he immediately started coming forward. As the ball took a nosedive, it's a hit for Barnhart, first and second, and that'll bring up Ian Guanzon, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter, hitting .265. He shows bunt. He pops it up. Coming at it is O'Connor. He's going to make the running catch for the first out. So Guanzon tries to put it on the ground, puts it up in the air instead. Nice play by O'Connor coming off the mound, and now here's the top of the order in Park Romney, who doubled it back in the first. Doubled back in the top of the first over the head of Henry in left field. Tried to stretch it to a triple. Henry, Eels, and Griffiths conspired to get him at third base. So 1 for 1 for Romney. He takes a fastball a little bit high. 1-0. Out of Farmington, Utah, just a freshman. Fouls that one out of play. He's followed by Drew Giannini in the Mustangs order. So they've already batted around here with 1 out in the top of the second inning. 6 hits for the Mustangs and the 1 base on balls to Mateo Garcia. Beavers still double play depth in the infield with 1 out. Misses outside. 2-1. Brett Griffiths pretty much guarding the line down at third base. Swing and a miss. Out ball into the catcher's glove. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Romney 239 coming in before that double in the first, has a dozen runs batted in. O'Connor getting the signs from Duncan Hansen. Breaking ball's fouled over by the dugout. So it stays at 2-2. fans continuing to straggle in here for this one. That's foul out of play on a fastball that was sailing outside, and Romney couldn't afford to let it go, so he had to spoil it, stay even in the count 2-2. Not exactly, sit out in the sun and bask in the sun. Still hoodies, sweatshirts. But I anticipate maybe 2 more weeks. Breaking ball's looped over Tatum's head. That's going to drop in for a base hit in right field. Willie runs it down. It's picked up by Reynolds, but coming around to score, standing up, is Mateo Garcia. So it's a single for Romney, an RBI, his 13th on a ball that was not hit hard, but hit into no man's land down the right field line. Tatum ran it down as well as he could, but running all the way was Garcia, and he scored standing up, making it 4-0. And here is Drew Giannini, who singled up the middle his first time up. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Swings and misses at an off-speed pitch from McConis. 3 home runs for Giannini, 23 runs batted in. Romney picks up his 13th RBI on that bloop hit. 0-1 now on Giannini. Same pitch is fouled off this time. 0-2. Dominic Rodriguez to follow. Left fielder Giannini at second base for Coach Reed Peters. And well, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 assistant coaches. So that's 1 per inning plus a floater. I like that, though, because they just give each assistant coach 1 inning. I love that. That's on the corner, call strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Aconis for the second out here in the second, but that brings up dangerous Dominic Rodriguez, who singled his first time up. Kind of muscled one over the second baseman's head. That's Jaden Reynolds into center field for a base hit his first time. Comes in at 424, so he's got plenty of base hits of all variety, including 5 home runs. Leading the starting players at least with 26 runs batted in. He takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Cade Peters, Chris Ubistando, Brian Babcock, Brian Condro, Sean Riley, Chris Brown. We'll get to the rest of them later. I mean, who has time? Hit sharply out to second base. Reynolds kind of kind of a spinner out there, but he picks it up and throws to first. 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the second. Mustangs lead 4-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Mustangs out to a 4-0 lead as we move into the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Jaden Reynolds, Jose Vega, and David Henry against Logan Drummond, who had a strikeout, allowed a hit in the bottom of the first, but enjoys that 4-0 lead as he looks for his 3rd win of the season. He comes in at 2-1 with a 4.07 earned run average. The left-hander from the windup delivers high and inside to Jaden Reynolds, who has raised his average up to 338 on the campaign with 8 RBI out of Bella Vista High School. Takes that one in there for a strike, so he's a Bella Vista Bronco against the Mustangs here. I think it's the same, not I'm saying family, I don't know. It's just, they're all horses, as Chris Toy put it so succinctly. Line drive into right field, that is a base hit, and that ball was hit hard by Jaden Reynolds, and that's why he's raised that average up to 338. Stinging the ball like that, that's the second hit for the Beavers in this one. It brings up Jose Vega, our DH. 235 on the season, 4 for 18 for Jose Vega, who just got pressed into action a couple of games ago as a DH, and he has settled into that spot, batting in the number 5 hole for Coach J. Coach J, only 6 assistant coaches, so I'm kind of letting down there. As Vega swings and misses, Todd Conroy, Ben Cornfield, Chris Garcia, Marcus Garcia, Mike Hankins, and Lou Zabia. So you can get those out there in a blink. Delta takes you a couple innings. Vega takes down the dirt. Nice block there by Barnhart. For Delta, we left off at Nate Gregory, Bob Kittle, Lee Landis, and Gabe Guerrero. So we got all 10 of them in. Line drive, base hit center field. Vega waited for that one and drilled it into center. Giannini looked like he was kind of measuring it, but not a chance for Drew. So 2 quick hits here, 3 hits already for the Beavers, and here's David Henry, the left fielder. David 8 for 27 on the campaign, 296. Freshman from El Camino. Should mention Jose Vega out of Highlands High School. They used to be called the Scots or something. I don't know. That was back in the day. I'll have to check into that. But whatever they're called, it was a line drive hit for Jose. So here's Henry with Duncan Hansen to follow. They're moving in at first and third. Henry shows bunt. Did he bunt at it? I don't think he did. He pulled it back, ball in the dirt. Didn't see any signal from the umpire, so we call that ball 1-0. Mustangs on top 4-0, just in the bottom of the second here. Beavers with 3 hits in their first 5 hitters, but still haven't pushed anyone across the plate. MacArthur moving in at first base as well. 1-0 pitch coming to Henry. He shows bunt again. He bunts at it, but it almost was by him before he bunted at it, so it's a foul ball. It's just an observation, yeah. So it is the Scots. Thank you, Chris Choi, who is my mascot looker-upper guy, because mascots are important to us. Mascots are a key part of your high school / community college / college experience. He bunts at that one and fouls it into the catcher. Love to throw back to second base, but back is Jaden Reynolds. 1-2 now on David Henry. Let's see if Coach J turns him loose. Duncan Hansen next, and Willie Tatum and Danny Gallego for ARC. Henry swings and misses at an outside fastball. So big out right there for Logan Drummond. He gets Henry for the first out of the inning, and with runners at first and second, Duncan Hansen coming to the plate, the catcher from Del Campo. 15 runs batted in with a .231 average for Duncan. Beavers looking for a big hit to get them back in this one as they trailed it by 4 in the early going. Hansen pops it out of play. 0-1 to Duncan. Reynolds at second, Jose Vega over at first. Both singled up the middle. Or actually Reynolds to right, Vega up the middle. Fastball's outside. Good eye by Duncan Hansen. Giannini kind of shadowing in it close to second base to try to keep the runner close. And then getting back to his position, but still a little bit of hole between first and second for Duncan Hansen. Little pop fly into short center field. Giannini going out. He reaches up and makes a nice running catch with the backhand. That could have been trouble, but Giannini makes a nice play running away from home plate toward center field. And Romney, who could not come in there, was too far. He was playing too deep to come in and get that one, but Giannini with the backhand stab for 2 outs and brings up Willie Tatum. Sophomore from Grant batting at 159 with 9 runs batted in. Beavers' last chance here in the bottom of the second. Inning started promisingly. with 2 straight singles. Tatum takes high and outside for a ball, but then a strikeout and a nice defensive play by Giannini at second. And we're 2 outs to 2 on. Danny Gallego, the center fielder, on deck. Willie swings and fouls that one back to the screen. Took a pretty good cut at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Giannini still shadowing at second base. The 1-1 pitch. I took something off that one, and Willie swings right through it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vega with a big lead at first as MacArthur plays behind him with the runner at second base. Breaking ball just misses, 2-2. Outfield. A little bit shifted over to the right, at least in center field. Romney is playing in right center. Straight away and left is Rodriguez and Schnabel in right. Swinging, went after it, was inside, scooped up by Barnhart, throws it to first for the strikeout for the second straight inning. Strikeout to end the inning. We go to the top of the third. Mustangs on top, 4-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towne. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the third, Mustangs on top, 4-0. They'll send Grant MacArthur, Blaine French, and Braden Schnabel up to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 against Anthony O'Connor. MacArthur with an RBI double his first time up. That was RBI number 24 for Grant. Fouls that one back to the screen. Chris Toy pointing out no canines so far in the crowd. And that is just disappointing. I mean, it's a fine day to the dog out here hanging out, watching a little ball. Of course, it's still early. Good-looking pitch, but misses 1-1. Uh-oh, we've heard reports from the press box crew. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's mad now. He said, hey, what about me? Down on the third base line. You can't hide them on your lap and expect to get mentioned. If you want to you bring your dogs out here to Beaver Field. Look out, that's inside. And you want to get them on the broadcast, you got to let us see them. I'm an old gentleman. I can't, I'm not Columbo up here. 3-1, which is not an old reference at all. Inside ball 4. So MacArthur with the base on balls. He's down at first base. Blaine French, who had an RBI ground out his first time up. Picked up run batted in number 18 on the campaign, batting .311 coming in. Out of Oakland Tech, batting in the 5 spot, wearing number 99, which, I don't know, baseball, not a lot of 99s. That is outside. A Wild Thing, I suppose, is the one that comes to mind. But he's not real. So, I mean, when you say, hey, Ricky Vaughn. Yeah, and it didn't go well for that guy either. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. At least at that last game, at least he was. High fly ball right field. Winalski giving chase, still giving chase. Camps underneath it and makes the catch right in front of the warning track. Again, we talked about it. It's hard to get one out of here. That ball was hit well by French. But Winalski stops just short of the warning track to make the catch, and they'll bring up Schnabel, who singled in a run his first time up, so he is 1 for 1.
Number 18, right fielder Braden Schnabel.
Braden out of Corona del Sol High School in Arizona, or Corona del Sol, Arizona. I'm not really sure if that's a place or what. I'm sure it is a fine place. If it is a place, Corona del Sol stands for Beer of the Sun, so that's in there for a strike. It does. I've got Babbel or whatever that is on my phone, so I looked it up. Or maybe Beer in the Sun. I don't know. That's foul back. So Schnabel with the 1 for 1 picked up an RBI in the first inning. That's his 18th of the season. Came in at 290. Does have 3 home runs on the season. Big right-handed hitter. Fouls that one back to the screen, so it stays 0-2 on Schnabel. Mateo Garcia on deck. 1 out here in the third. MacArthur on base via the base on balls to open the inning. Then a fly out, a deep fly ball by Blaine French. And Schnabel batting in the number 6 spot here. Pops that one up on an off-speed pitch, calling it's Reynolds. It's going to be hard in the sun, though. Jaden reaches up and makes a nice running catch for the second out. Did a good job of blocking the sun out and then reacquiring the ball after he'd blocked the sun out. 2 outs, and here's Mateo Garcia. Garcia from Pittman High, the sophomore. Got the base on ball, scored a run back in the second inning, his only appearance at the plate today. 266 on the season, has had a pair of home runs and 20 runs batted in. Breaking balls too high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on Garcia. He's followed by Joe Barnhart, the catcher. Mateo batting in the number 7 spot for Coach Reed Peters. He lines that one down the right field line. Winalski's going to give chase. That is a foul ball. So Garcia will come back and try it again. I know that looked really good for a long time to Mateo. But then I think at the end he kind of went, it's going to go foul. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Winalski getting a lot of work in this half inning. Fortunately for the Beavers, that one was just running down a foul ball. Sharply, another foul ball down the right field line. That's a grounder. Somebody coming out of the bullpen will pick that one off for the Mustangs, who lead this one 4-0 as we are in the top of the third inning from Beaver Field. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Chris Toy on the controls. Stones McCoy lurking somewhere behind us. Breaking balls, not even down the line. It's into the woody area over by the creek over there. That's probably the American River running right through there. That's probably what it is. Arcade Creek, something like that, you know. We pride ourselves on our accuracy here. Just misses outside for a ball. Nice waist pitch for O'Connor. Brings him even in the count at 2-2. I'm going to look up that Corona del Sol thing. I really think that means beer in the sun. And it's in Arizona, so it makes sense. 2-2. Sharply hit, but foul. Stop me if you've heard this one before. We'll go back and do it again, 2-2 on Garcia. MacArthur opened the inning with the base on balls, then French a deep fly to right. Schnabel pops out to Jaden Reynolds at second base, and we're 2-2 on Mateo Garcia. Watches that one go outside. 3-2, follow that one all the way into the glove of Duncan Hansen. Runs the count full with Barnhart to follow if Garcia keeps the inning going. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. MacArthur, who took off with the full count on 2 outs, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to do this too many times. You know, I'll take 1 foul ball, but let's either put it in play or whatever. You know, it's not really, you know, these sprints aren't really cardio. They don't really help my cardio. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Good inning for Anthony O'Connor. No runs, left one. We go to the bottom of the third. Beavers trail it 4-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring with property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So,
yeah.
so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Bottom of the third inning, it's Danny Gallego, then the top of the order, Brett Griffiths and Wyatt Winalski for the Beavers, who have 3 hits on the board in the first 2 innings, but no runs to show for it. Gallegos takes the fastball outside. Danny 5 for 27 on the season, 185 for an average. Freshman out of Bear Creek High School, out in center field for the Beavers today, takes that one. Ball 2. 2-0. 1 hit for the Beavers in the first inning, 2 hits in the second, but not able to push him around against Logan Drummond, who delivers a fastball that's fouled off toward the on-deck circle for the Beavers. 2-1 on Danny Gallego. Drummond so far, 3 hits allowed, also 3 strikeouts recorded. Fouled away by Danny Gallego. 2-2. Sharply hit into the hole, into left field for a base hit for Danny Gallego. Hit number 4, the dive by Garcia, third, couldn't flag it down. And the Beavers 4 hits through the first 9 hitters. And here's Brett Griffith, who started us off with a hit in the bottom of the first. He is 1 for 1. The solid shot up the middle. 3:06 coming in for Brett. He scored 19. He's driven in 11. Primarily from the leadoff spot. Hit down the right field line. That's going to end up foul. Hit pretty well down there. 0-1. I hope Grandma is listening or watching from, I think, Reading. And then the OGG, the original great grandma, she's up in Oregon. Hopefully on the broadcast today. Brett takes a curveball call, strike 2. I think all of us on the broadcast yelling at the umpire for that one. All the way up to Reading and all the way to Oregon. It's a straight line. 0-2 now. Brett out of Jesuit High School. Breaking ball is fouled at the last minute down the third base line. So the sophomore is still behind in the count, 0-2. Danny Gallego down at first base. Wyatt Winalski on deck. Beavers trail 4-0. We're in the bottom of the third here from Beaver Field. Fastball misses outside. Barnhart standing up to flag that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Park Romney again playing in right center field for a right-handed hitter. Rodriguez in left is almost towards left center. Chopped foul. In right field, it's Schnabel, and he's straight away and medium deep. So a little moved around to the right side against Brett Griffith. Drummond ready to go. Breaking ball misses outside. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Checking for more canines, might be undercover like we had the first one, but so far just the one. 2-2 swung on and missed. So Griffiths down on strikes. That's the first out here in the third, and Wyatt Winalski grounded out to first base. His first time up will come up to the plate. Left-hand hitting right fielder batting at 242. That's Drummond's 4th strikeout. Again, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed for Logan Drummond, as we are at 1 out in the bottom of the third. Wyatt takes outside with a fastball. Gallego down at first base, but now 1 out. Darren Eels on deck. That's fouled out of play to our left. 1-1. 3 for the Mustangs in the first, 1 in the second. Beavers had 2 on with nobody out in the second inning. Breaking ball swung on and missed, but couldn't advance him any further. Gallegos opened up the bottom of the third with a base hit to left field. Griffiths with a strikeout, and now it's 1-2 on Wyatt Winalski. Check swing, and it's outside. Evens it up 2-2. Swung on and fouled into the glove of Barnhart out in front of the plate. Chris Toy, I just saw my new outfit. It's AC/DC shirt, pajama pants, and Dayglow green shoes. That's really, I think, what I wore to the AC/DC concert back in around, I'm going to say 2005 or something like that. I think it was an excellent look. All right, well, I was at the AC/DC concert. I've sworn off AC/DC a little bit, as 40 years of that same riff has grooved a hole in my brain. Line drive over the shortstop head. That's a base hit in left center field. Winalski, as Gallego's going to round second. He thought about it for a second, but it was retrieved quickly by Romney in center field. Another hit for the Beavers. That's Winalski's first. First and second, 1 out, and Darren Eels coming to the plate.
For the Beavers, number 5, the shortstop, Darren Eels.
Darren struck out back in the first inning. He came in at 230. He does have 4 home runs. He does have 16 runs batted in. One of those home runs was actually out of this park, which isn't easy. It's a line drive to center field. That's going to hold up out there for Romney. He'll make the catch. Bluffing and staying at second base is Danny Gallego. So it was hit really well by Eels, but right to Romney in center field. 2 outs, and here's Jaden Reynolds, who stung a single to right center field his first time up. He is 1 for 1. He's batting, coming in 338. Has 8 runs batted in, does Jaden Reynolds, freshman from Bella Vista. We did the whole Bronco Mustang thing last time, so we'll put that to the side. Breaking ball, good-looking pitch, but it's inside. 1-0 on Reynolds. He's followed in the lineup by Jose Vega. 2 more hits for the Beavers here in the third. That gives them 5, but still haven't got anybody past second base. That's fouled out of play, and I think that's one Jaden would like to have back, as it was pretty much right down the middle for him. Evens it up 1 ball and 1 strike on the Beavers second baseman. A left-hander against left-hander as Drummond acquires his sign. Set up outside for Barnhart. Hits the target perfectly. Maybe got a little bit too much of the plate. Strike 2 for Jaden Reynolds. I think he was thinking about Barnhart being set up outside as well. He let that one go. 1-2. Reached down, popped it over the shortstop's head. Picked up at short by Guanzon, and he's going to have no play at first base. So it was over the pitcher's head, and Guanzon came over. Nice play, but looked at first, and there's no way, as Reynolds had beaten that one out. It's another base hit, 3 In the inning for the Beavers, they've got the bases loaded now with Gallego at third, Winalski at second, Reynolds at first, Jose Vega, who stung a single his first time up at the plate. So that's 6 hits in 2 2/3 innings for the Beavers. Run zone again made a nice little scoop there as that ball could have gone into center field, but no chance to get Reynolds at first base. Vega takes on the outside corner, call strike. Disagreements abound within throughout the stands here and up here in the press box, but no matter. It's going to stand. You can't do the thing like they do in college basketball and hold the game up for 7 hours. Vega takes that one down low. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Highland freshman. In the DH spot for Coach J today. Breaking ball is fouled back over in the on-deck circle and snatched out of the air perfectly by David Henry. But it puts Vega behind the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul, just barely got a piece of that one back to the screen. Stays at 1 and 2. Beavers with a hit in the first, 2 in the second, and 3 in the third. They finally got a runner to third base in the person of Danny Gallego, but with 2 outs here in the inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Jose Vega. Fouls that one down the right field line, reaches out at the last possible moment, hit that one into the bullpen area down there of the Mustangs, and so it stays 1 and 2 on Jose. Check swing, nice job by Jose Vega. Held up on that one, 2 and 2. Good stop by Barnhart, he kept that in front of him on the breaking ball. 2 and 2 on Jose Vega. Swing and a miss at a ball, almost hit him. Strike 3, second strikeout of the inning for Logan Drummond. Beavers leave 3. We go to the 4th. They trail 4-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the 4th inning, Stones McCoy takes over to produce and direct this broadcast. I don't know why we made the change. I thought Chris was doing a fine job, but that's okay. That's not my department. Joe Barnhart, Ian Guanzone, and Park Romney will be the first 3 hitters. 8, 9, and 1 against O'Connor as the first pitch is inside to Barnhart, who dropped a base hit his first time up, so he is 1 for 1. Came in at 363. He does have 4 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Takes that one, misses somewhere. Umpire was thinking about putting the arm up, did not do so. 2-0. We were getting more calls when the other guy was producing. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Oh, okay. That is ball 3, quickly to Joe Barnhart. Joe, sophomore from Tokay High School. Leading off here in the top of the fourth and takes a strike. 3-1. Ian Guanzone, the number 9 hitter to follow, and then the top of the order, Park Romney. Check swing, ball 4. Second base on balls given up by O'Connor today. He came in with 17 issued during the first 45 and 2/3 innings of the season. And here is Guanzone, who tried to sacrifice his first time, popped it up, and O'Connor came off the mound to make the catch. So Ian is 0 for 1. He's a freshman from Pleasant Valley High School. Comes in hitting .265. Takes that one in the dirt. Scooped up by Duncan Hansen, but it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Used to be a little bit of milling around in the pen for the Beavers. Connis has settled down after the first inning, but does have a lot of pitches so far. High fly ball, well hit to center field. Going back is Danny Gallego. He's circling around on it now and making the catch in right center field. As Guanzone hit it very well, but it goes out to probably about 380 out there in right center field where he hit it, and it went about 365. So he is the first out of the fourth inning. And here's Park Romney. Center fielder is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Has an RBI as well, his 13th of the season. Hits that one up in the air to right field. Winalski has a beat on it. Wyatt going to flag it down and make the catch for the second out quickly on Park Romney, who's now 2 for 3. And here's Drew Giannini. 3:18 coming in for Drew. He singled and scored back in the first, took the call, third strike in the second, so he is 1 for 2 today. Sophomore from Tracy High School. Has 3 home runs and 23 runs batted in on the season. That's hit out into left center field, short out in the left center field, and it's going to drop in front of the center fielder Gallego. So he didn't hit it as well as the 2 fly balls that were outs, but he got it in the right spot. And Giannini is now 2 for 3. Going to second is Barnard, and that brings up Dom Rodriguez, who singled in the first and grounded out in the second.
27, left fielder Don Rodriguez.
Playing out in left field, the freshman from Turlock. Wide open stance on the right side against the left-hander O'Connor. In there for a call strike on 1. Dom came in at .424 with 5 home runs. Leads the team with 26 runs batted in as well. MacArthur picked up number 24 in the game today. That one is high and outside. So 1-1 on Rodriguez. 2 outs, 2 on here in the inning. 7 hits for the Mustangs. Barnard at second. Over at first is Giannini, and they're going to throw back to second to Reynolds covering. Grant MacArthur to follow Rodriguez here if Dom keeps it going in the top of the fourth. Fouls it out of play. 1-2 now on Rodriguez. Singled in the first, hit it grounded out to second back in the second inning. One ball, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away and medium deep for Rodriguez. Hansen sets up on the outside corner. And he throws it inside, and it's lined to left field, giving chase as Henry. It's going to be over his head, up against the fence. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run, and he will score easily. It's a 2-run double for Dominic Rodriguez, and the Mustangs now lead it 6-0. Just don't think that O'Connor's got that pitch where they wanted to get it. 8 hits now for the Mustangs. And that brings up Grant MacArthur, and Rodriguez with 28 runs batted in. MacArthur's doubled in a run and walked, so he is 1 for 1. He came in at 270, the first baseman. takes for a strike. Sophomore from Granite Hills. 270, 2 home runs, now 24 runs batted in. Breaking ball down low. 1-1. So Connis got 2 outs with just a single run, but then Giannini dropped the base hit into short left center field, and Rodriguez ripped a double to left. There's a line drive down the third base line. That's fair. That'll get almost to the corner. Will get to the corner. Rodriguez scores easily, and MacArthur will coast into second base with an RBI double. The Mustangs to put their third run up on the board in the inning. They lead 7-0. MacArthur's second RBI of the game, second hit of the game, and Blaine French comes to the plate.
Number 99, designated hitter, Blaine.
Blaine grounded out to second base, got an RBI in the first inning, and then in the third inning hit a deep fly ball to right field. That was caught by Winalski. So he is 0 for 2 with an RBI, came in at 311. Now has 18 runs batted in. He's got MacArthur out at second base. Braden Schnabel, right fielder, on deck. Line drive, base hit right field. MacArthur's coming around, is picked up out there by Winalski. The throw to the plate is going to be offline, and sliding in is MacArthur. It's an RBI single for French. Fourth run of the inning and 8th of the game for the Mustangs to lead at 8-0. French picks up his second run batted into the game. Throw from Winalski was a little bit offline, might have been in time, but just a little bit up the line. And Schnabel, the 8th batter to hit in the inning. RBI single and a pop out, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Beavers, and we'll step away for just a second. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The Mustangs out to an 8-0 lead.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Back to the action here. Meeting at the mound is concluded. O'Connor will face Braden Schnabel. 1 for 2 on the day. Freshman from Corona del Sol in Arizona. Big chopper out toward Reynolds. He gets it on the big hop, steps on second. That's the end of the inning. 4 runs on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs atop 8-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Beavers with some ground to make up here in the bottom of the 4th. They trail 8-0. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the 4th for the Mustangs. David Henry, Duncan Hansen, and Willie Tatum, the first 3 hitters against Logan Drummond, who has given up 6 hits through 3 innings. But he has also struck out 5. Right down the middle to David Henry, who struck out his first time up. Spent 2 Strikes trying to sacrifice and then swung and missed at the third strike. Swing and a miss to that fastball. Henry, 296 coming in. Freshman from El Camino High School out in left field for the Beavers today. Watches that fastball sail high and away. 1-2. Tough for us to get a look into the bullpen for the Beavers. It's through about 7 different fences down there, but there is activity. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Got another guy on the breaking ball. 6 strikeouts now for Logan Drummond and Duncan Hansen, who popped out to second base. Actually, a short pop fly to Giannini made a real nice catch on in his first time up. So Duncan is over 1, comes in at 231. Catcher with 15 runs batted in. That one is quite a bit outside. Hits the backstop, rolls back in. The umpire, it wasn't smudge or anything. He just the ball needed a rest after smashing into the fence like that. You take it easy, okay? We'll give you a couple pitches off. Sit this one out, Buster. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's high and outside. 2-0 on Duncan. Drummond 2-1 on the season, 24 in the third inning. 4.07 ERA. High again, 4-ball, 3-0. Beavers have got 6 hits off them, but also 6 strikeouts, and they haven't been able to push a runner across the plate. Had the bases loaded back in the third inning. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, and Hansen will get the base on balls. First one issued so far by Drummond, who, as we said, gave up 15 in his first 24 and a third. Here's Willie Tatum, who struck out his first time up on that same breaking ball that comes into the back foot of the right-hand hitter from the left-handed Logan Drummond. Danny Gallego on deck, number 9 hitter. Willie Shields bunt, pops it up down the first base line. MacArthur gives chase but can't get there. 0-1 on Willie Tatum. 159 coming in with 9 runs batted in for the sophomore first baseman out of Grant. The Pacers, with a long and distinguished history on the diamond. 0-1 coming up. Willie takes that one inside. Nice block by Barnhart. That's that breaking ball at the back foot of the right-hand hitter. You let that one go. 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes a fastball call, strike 2 on the outside corner, 1-2. Hear that commercial from the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club. Baseball starting in about 2 months over there at McBean Park. We'll be right there doing the broadcast. Stones McCoy, Chris Toy, the great Riley Jackson, and myself. Breaking ball, line drive into center field for a base hit. So another hit for the Beavers. That's number 7, the first for Willie. And that brings up Danny Gallego. Go to LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information. And subscribe to Stones Radio Networks on YouTube. And that way you'll never miss a game. And that includes American River College and includes the Lincoln Potters all summer long. A great time to come out and check it out, and also to check it out from the comforts of your own home. Or, whatever sports bar, stream Stones Radio Networks. I'm sure they all do in the area. Gallego with a single his first time up. Takes the strike, 0-1. Beavers with it. They've had a runner on in every inning, 2 in the last 3 innings. Still trying to push that first run across against Logan Drummond. Fastball misses outside to Danny Gallego. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sounds like the people with the Doug's gun are informing me that Drummond's sitting at about 86, 87 miles an hour so far today. Breaking balls spoiled out of play. And then when he lets one really go, traditionally those are the ones that end up high and outside, and you get up to probably about 87, 88. But on target about 86, 87. Inside for a ball. Gallego just got out of the way. 2-2 now on Danny. Coming to us from Bear Creek High School. Out in center field today. Swing and a miss on a tailing fastball. So another strikeout for Drummond. That's 7 for him. He's given up 7 hits, has 7 strikeouts. And here's Brett Griffiths, who's singled back in the first, then struck out. So he's done both. Brett singled back in the first inning and then struck out in the third. Comes in at 306 for the Beavers. He's got 11 runs batted in. That's outside. They're going to throw behind the runner at first base just a little bit too late. Catcher Joe Barnhart thought he had him. I do not think he had him. Stones McCoy said it's close. Of course, Stones McCoy is, doing so many things he probably wasn't even paying attention. He's got all the cameras working to give you people the best look at everything. Brett lines one into left field. That's a base hit. They're going to send the runner coming around second is Hansen. Around third, the throw in from the left fielder is just going to be short hopped. And Hansen slides across the plate with the first run for the Beavers. Griffiths comes through again. Gets his 12th run batted in. The Beavers are on the board. They trail it 8-1. No hesitation from Coach Jay at third. He's sending Hansen the whole way. Rodriguez's throw was just a little bit too late and just a little bit too short as Barnhart had to go out and do the short hop thing. And here's Wyatt Winalski, who's grounded out and singled. So another hit for the Beavers. They have 8 now. Winalski up here with 2 outs. Breaking ball outside. 1-0. Wyatt grounded to first in the first and then singled to left field in the third. So he is 1 for 2. Right fielder comes in at 242, the sophomore from San Juan. Throw back to second. They're going to have him, I think, and they do pick off Willie Tatum at second base, and he is shocked because he thought the right arm was in there, and he is called out at second base. So 1 run on 2 hits. They left 2 at the end of 4 innings. It's the Mustangs 8, the Beavers 1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the 5th inning here from Beaver Field. It's 8-1 in favor of the Mustangs. Randy Payne is the new pitcher for the Beavers, making his 6th appearance. 9 2/3 innings, an ERA of 5.59 for Randy Payne. 7 strikeouts and 3 walks. He'll face Mateo Garcia, Joe Barnhart, and Ian Guanzone, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Anthony O'Connor's 4 innings gave up 9 hits and 8 runs. He had 2 strikeouts and 2 base on balls. So Payne, the right-hander, taking the mound. We're number 33. He's a freshman at Del Campo High School. Finishing up the warm-up tosses before facing Mateo Garcia, who has walked and struck out so far in the game today. Mateo walked in the second, scored in the second, then struck out to end the third. And he will be leading off here in the top of the 5th. As the Mustangs sent 8 people to the plate in the 4th and picked up 4 runs on 3 hits. Griffiths, Eels, Reynolds, and Tatum, the infield defense for the Beavers. Hanson still behind the plate for Henry, Gallego, and Winalski in the outfield. And now Randy Payne on the mound. Garcia comes in at 266, does have a pair of home runs. Third baseman out of Pittman High School. Pops that one up right by us. I'm ready to catch it if necessary. I look over to the PA, see if Pearson's over there. No, he's not paying attention. He's never going to live that down. Of course, it happened in softball, so it was a little bit different. Yeah, at least he's not hiding. That's good. That is outside for a ball. He does have a couple of red shirts up here to, cover him in case, he runs away. I don't think you can just say, run away, run away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sails high with a fastball, 2-1. Barnhard to follow, then Guanzon. Bottom of the order for Delta. Trying to win their 6 out of their last 7 conference games. High fly ball hit deep to right field, but also foul to right field. Winalski gave chase and says, I'm gonna stop. Ball was hit very well to right field by Garcia, but considerably foul. 350 down the line down there, actually 348 down the line. 2-2 coming up from Payne. In the dirt, 3-2. O'Connors went the first 4. Randy Payne coming in to relieve. Chop foul down the first base line. See how many of the thousands of assistant coaches I could spy down there. Stones, I know you weren't around earlier in the game as Chris and I were going over the 10 assistant coaches for Delta. We decided they have 1 per inning, and then 1's a floater. The guy who had the 9th inning the day before, it doesn't have an inning the next day. That's the way it works. That is ball 4, and Garcia gets his 2nd walk of the day. He'll be down at first base for Joe Barnhart, who has singled and walked so far. The catcher comes in at 363 out of Tokay High School. Guanzon to follow on top of the order, Park Romney. Barnhart, 4 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Second on the team coming in to Dominic Rodriguez, who's added 2 to his total in this game, so he has 28 now. Garcia back ahead of the throw at first base. Throw to first base again, they got him picked off. So we're going to trade pickoffs here in the middle of the game as the Beavers were picked off to end the 4th, and they pick off to start the 5th. Willie Tatum slapping the tag, and that had to feel sweet for Willie. 1 out, and here's Barnhart. Thomas Meyer is throwing the bullpen out of high school, Granite Bay High School for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss by Joe Barnhart. Payne from the windup with the 0-1. Inside for a ball. 1-1. Third base side is a pretty good side to be sitting if you're a fan today. Or you can be out in the left field pavilion out there. That's a little bit of sun there. Not too bad of a breeze. 4 miles an hour. Gusts up to 7. Chopped out. It's going to be a tough play for Griffiths at third. Scoops it across the diamond. Nice play, Brett Griffiths, on a chopper from Barnhart for 2 outs. So Brett came in, took his time. He was quick, but he did not hurry, as Coach John Wooden would say. I don't know if he'd say that about American River College baseball, but I'm sure he would. 2 outs here as the umpire goes out to take that ball away from Randy Payne. He goes, hey, that was a good play. I'm going to throw it on it. We're going to save that for Brett. Send it up to great-grandma up in Oregon. I don't know if that really is going to happen, so don't hold me to that. 2 outs, and here's Guanzon, the shortstop, who was popped out trying to bunt it and flied out to center on a ball he hit very well back in the 4th inning. That's in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Top of the 5th here. Mustangs on top 8-1. They are 5-1 in their last 6 conference games. Their season record 7-5 in conference play. That is just a little bit outside, 2-0. Top of the order, Park Romney on deck. Misses again, so it's 3-0 on Guanzon. Freshman from Pleasant Valley High School. Came in at 265. And that's ball 4. Second walk issued by Payne here in the 5th inning. Picked off Garcia, so that helped a little bit. 2 outs and Park Romney to the plate. He doubled and singled and has flied to right. Doubled to open the game, then was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple, then came back in the 2nd inning, an RBI single, giving him 13 runs batted into the season, and he flied to right. That was back in the 4th, so Park is 2 for 3. Freshman out of Farmington, Utah. Takes that one in the dirt. Good block by Duncan Hansen. Good lead over at first base by Guanzon to throw over there. Trying to keep him close. He is back safely. Popped up, out of play. 1-1 now on Romney. Came in at 239 on the season for Reed Peters and the Mustangs. Good lead again by Guanzon at first base. Shows bunts at it, but it's fouled. Got an off-speed pitch to try to drop down, but couldn't time it. Brings it to 1-2 now on Romney. Drew Giannini to follow. Meyer continues to throw in the pen for the Mustangs. Fastball just misses. 2-2. Outfield straight away, medium deep for Romney, who hit the ball pretty well to right field his last time up, and then hit it to the fence in left field his first time up. Guanzon leading at first base. Fastball misses again. 3-2. A walk, a pickoff, a ground out, and another walk so far here in the top of the 5th. Now it's a full count on Romney, so Guanzon will be going at first base. Line drive, base hit left field. Henry's going to come up and try to keep the runner, but he bobbles it, has to pick it up. Coming into third and going into second base is Romney. Guanzon's going to make third because he's going on the pitch. The ball was hit hard, but not hard enough to keep it. Henry, trying to hurry it, kind of bobbled it a little bit in left field. So second and third.
Number 35, second baseman Drew Giannini.
That is hit number 10 for the Mustangs. And here's Giannini. He singled and scored in the first. He struck out looking in the second, and he singled again and scored in the fourth. So Drew is 2 for 3. Comes in at 318. Nice block by Duncan Hansen to keep that one from going back to the backstop. 1-0 on Giannini with Dom Rodriguez to follow. Medium deep and straight away for the outfield. Behind Randy Payne. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1. Mustangs with 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the fourth inning. Beavers came back with 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Mustangs threatening again here in the top of the fifth with runners at second and third, 2 outs against the newcomer Randy Payne. Inside, 2-1. Giannini, a sophomore, Tracy High School. Fouled off into the on-deck circle. Nice pickup by Dominic Rodriguez. He got that one out. Just snatched that one out. Nice grounder over there. He could have done like, I'm not even going to say the name of the guy who would have run away from that. I'm going to say it. Got to give that guy a break. He didn't pull an MP. He went ahead and caught it. That's nice. That's nicely put, Stones. Because you don't need to know who that is. Could be anybody with MP. Breaking ball, high pop-up down the third base line. That's going to be a tough play. Coming in, Henry reaches up and can't make the play, and that's a fair ball, and 2 runs will score. So he overran the ball kind of over right by the foul line down in left field. Came back and tried to reach back over his head. It drops in. 2-run score. And Giannini ends up at second base. And here's Don Rodriguez. Here's Rodriguez, who singled in the first and scored, grounded out to second in the second, then ripped a 2-run double in the fourth. So he's 2 for 3. 28 runs batted in now in the season for Dominic. Throw back to second base, and Giannini is back in. Henry had to run about, I'm going to say, 100 feet for that one. A long way. One of those ones where you're so concerned about getting to the right spot that you can't find the ball when you get there. Rodriguez swings and misses at an off-speed pitch from Payne. He is down in the count, 0-1. Grant MacArthur would follow. Mustangs on top, 10-1 here in the top of the fifth. Hit to the left side of second base. Reynolds is going to get over there in front of it. Jaden picks it up and gets him at first base. So 2 runs, 2 hits. They left 1 at the end of 4.5. It's the Mustangs on top, 10-1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, though, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear something different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Bottom of the fifth inning from Beaver Field, 10-1 Mustangs. Wyatt Winalski, Darren Eels, Jaden Reynolds against Logan Drummond, who's given up 7 hits and struck out 7 through the first 4 innings, giving up just the 1 run. Beavers picked up one in the fourth inning on a Griffiths RBI single. Thomas Meyer has been warming up in the pen for the Mustangs. High fastball is 2-0 on Winalski, who is grounded out and singled. He was at the plate when Tatum was picked off in the bottom of the fourth. So he will lead off here in the fifth and slice that one out of play. 2-1 on Wyatt Winalski. Center fielder Romney, as he has done most of the game, is playing everybody in the opposite field. It's a big chopper out towards second, handled by Giannini. Guns it over to first for the out. So Winalski's out 4-3 to open the bottom of the fifth. That'll bring up Darren Eels, who has struck out in the first and then hit a hard line drive to center field, but he's retired as it went right at Park Romney. So he is 0-2 in this one. 230 on the season for Darren with the 4 home runs and the 16 runs batted in. That's hitting to left center, short left center, comes down, and that will drop in front of the left fielder. Rodriguez coming in, and looks like Eels is going to try for 2. Rodriguez picks it up, throws the second, and he is in there safe. Beavers running very dangerously on the base paths today, as they've already been picked off twice, and that time it looked like Eels may have counted on Rodriguez kind of taking it easy in left field a little bit too much. The throw came into second, and Giannini applied the tag. Eels was called safe, and Giannini is still wondering about that. But the hit, nonetheless, is the Beavers' 8th. It's Eels' first, and Jaden Reynolds, who has 2 hits so far, a line drive back in the second to right field, and an infield single in the third. Takes a fastball in there for a strike from Logan Drummond. Jones McCoy just marveling at the whole situation. That ball was outside, almost a pitch out, and trying to get Eels off of second base. They figured they didn't catch him coming. They're going to catch him going, but the ball was mishandled by Barnhart. Couldn't let it go and wisely put it in his pocket, so to speak. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit sharply to left of second. That's off the glove into right field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Picked up in right field by Schnabel. The throw is cut off, and that's an RBI single for Jaden Reynolds, and the Beavers have another run on the board. It's now 10-2 in favor of the Mustangs. Again, aggressively coaching down at third base was Coach Jay, and he sent Eels all the way. It's an RBI for Reynolds, his 9th, and Jaden is 3 for 3 today. He is at first base with 1 out, and it brings up Jose Vega, who is singled and struck out. So Jose 1 for 2. He's the DH out of Highlands High. Breaking ball inside. Nice try by Giannini on that. He dove to his left. It just lanced off his glove. Maybe took enough speed off of it so that it enabled Eels to score from second base. Down low for a ball, 2-0. Interesting to see what Coach Peters will do, as he's had Meyer warming up for a while here. Presumably wants to let Drummond get through 5 innings. Fastball hits the outside corner, so it's 2-1. David Henry to follow Jose Vega. Reynolds at first base with the RBI single. That's hit right in the hole into right field for a base hit. Reynolds is going to stop at second, it looks like, picked up by Schnabel. It's another base hit for the Beavers, the second for Vega. Going to second is Reynolds, and now we're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Mustangs, and we may get a pitching change. We'll step away for just a second. Beavers threatening in the 5th, but they trail it 10-2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Mustangs done with their meeting at the mound, and they went Logan Drummond will stay on to face David Henry. He's got him twice on strike so far. So David is 0 for 2 in this one. Breaking ball's lined right at one hopper at shortstop, and it's bobbled out there to second for one, but they're only going to have time for the force. And it will be a fielder's choice, and Duncan Hansen will get a shot as Reynolds will move to third base. Henry now occupying first base. Guanzone had that one. It looked like he had a chance at 2 and couldn't handle it right away. Bobbled it, picked it up again. Got it over to Giannini at second, and Drew just decided not to make the throw. So here is Duncan Hansen, who was walked and popped out. He bunts at it down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Picked up, they're going to go to first, and it's not going to be in time. It's a base hit, and a run scores, and the Beavers put another run on the board as Reynolds scores from third. It's an RBI single for Hansen. Another hit for the Beavers. They scored their second run of the inning, and it'll bring up Willie Tatum, and that was an interesting-looking bunt as it went right down, almost like he rolled it himself. Reynolds at third base kind of took a look at it and went, I should run. I think probably Garcia had a better chance going home with that one than he did going to first. But a brilliant play by Duncan Hansen, and it's now 10-3, and here's Tatum. Willie has struck out and singled, so he is 1 for 2 today. Another base hit would make it really interesting here. Beavers now with 12 hits in 4 2/3 innings. Willie takes it outside. 2-0. Ball 3. Three balls, no strikes on Willie Tatum. That one's right in there, the fastball. Might have been the fastest ball that Drummond has thrown today. 3 balls and 1 strike. Henry at second base. Line drive, right field line. It's flaring. It is foul. Henry at second, Hansen at first. 2 outs. Now a 3-ball, 2-strike count, so everybody will be moving on the pitch. Danny Gallego on deck, hoping he'll get a chance in this inning. Willie Tatum put that one down the right field line. That's probably about 15 feet away from where he wanted to put it. Sophomore out of Grant steps in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 runs for the Beavers, 4 hits. They left 2. We go to the top of the 6th. They trail it 10-3.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the 6th inning, 10-3 Mustangs. Grant MacArthur, Blaine French, and Braden Schnabel will be the first 3 hitters, 4, 5, and 6 against Randy Payne, the second pitcher for the Beavers. Anthony O'Connor went the first 4 innings, gave up 9 hits and 8 runs. Randy came in the 5th inning, and Mustangs scored 2 in that inning. Grant MacArthur will start us off. He's doubled twice and walked with 2 RBIs. He is 25 on the season now. Sophomore from Granite Hills High School steps in against Randy Payne. Double in the first and a double in the fourth for MacArthur. He walked back in the third. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. He scored twice. He's driven in 2. High fastball lays off at the last moment. 2-0 on MacArthur. I think we'll be seeing Thomas Meyer for the Mustangs, but they do have a couple other, at least one other guy warming up in the pen. High fly ball, left center field. Giving chase is Gallegos in center. Danny settles underneath it in medium deep left center field, and that is the first out of the inning here. In the top of the 6th, it'll bring up Blaine French, who was RBI ground out in the first. He flied to right in the third, and he singled in a run. That was back in the 4th. So French with a couple of runs batted in to give him 19 on the season. Out of Oakland Tech, a sophomore, wearing number 99. He'll be followed by Braden Schnabel in the lineup for the Mustangs. Pops that one up back over our heads, 0-1. French Bulldog, the identification of our only canine, so it'll win canine of the day. Oh, we got a new guy that came in and said, wait a minute, he tried to put in his, well, I think that might be a service dog, though. Is he eligible for prizes? Oh, okay. I didn't know what the rule was for Stones Radio Networks outside. Did that guy just sneak in there? He was not here before. No, he was not. I know. He looks like he did a marathon or something. Well, that's probably why he's so tired, because look at him. That guy is out. Outside for a ball. Well, he wasn't here an inning or so ago because we were talking to our French Bulldog. Oh, he was hanging out? Oh, he was over on the grass. Now he's moved on to now that's in the shade on the third baseline so he can lay down. Well, he's mastered the art of the lay down, I'll tell you that. That's his service. Okay. 3-1. Well, if his service is to get you to chill, he's pretty good at it. That is the best chilling dog I've ever seen. Swing and a miss, 3-2. And I have a dog that has been known to chill. See, I know that when she chills, she's dreaming about chasing cats or something. But that one, that service dog down there, she's just chilling. Dreaming of like sitting on the beach with the pina colada or something. 3-2 pitches fouled down the first base line. Oh, that's me. Okay. No, I don't go on the beach unless there's like 9 umbrellas. I go on the beach in the evening. That's right. I'm an evening beach guy. Yeah. 11 p.m., I'm out at the beach all the time. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. I'm a little too tired, though. 3-2 pitches popped up. Giving chases Hanson, giving chases the dog, giving chases that guy in the AR hat, and he doesn't make the play. It's kind of tough when you got a drink in one hand and you're trying to catch in the other. Although he did shift hands with the drink and then still tried to reach out with the other hand. More than some people do on foul balls. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chopped down to first base. Willie Tatum plays the big hop, and it's going to be a foul ball. Although it would be convenient if it wasn't, because he would have been out. Yeah. I liked how Willie was looking in. The guy hadn't even left home plate, and he's still going to flip it to the pitch recovering. He's like, I'm not going to take it myself. Because he can see on a direct line to this dog over here. Chilling out. And Willie's like, that looks pretty cool. Do it again. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Blaine French. Line drive center field. Gallegos turns around, runs away from the plate, looks up, and that ball is out of here. Over the center field fence for Blaine French, his second home run of the season, and it's 11-3 Mustangs. Gallegos knew right away that ball was really hit as he turned around and went for it. French hit one to right field in the third that was caught right in front of the warning track out there, but that one gets over the center field fence in a hurry. French now with 3 runs batted in the game. His second home run, he now has 20 runs batted in. Here's Braden Schnabel. It was singled, popped up, and into a fielder's choice. That's down low for a ball. Schnabel out in right field today for the Mustangs. Mateo Garcia on deck. Takes that one in there for a strike. Schnabel coming to us from Corona del Sol in Arizona. Which, as I haven't told Stones, that stands for Beer of the Sun. That's popped up, and that's way up there. Reynolds calling. Darren Eels is going to wave him off, and Darren settles under it and makes the catch. So 2 outs here in the 6th inning. 1 run on the board for the Mustangs. And Mateo Garcia coming up to the plate. He has walked in the struck out and walked. Scored a run back in the 2nd inning. So Mateo is 0 for 1. 2 home runs on the season from Mateo Garcia and a .266 average coming in. Mateo from Pittman High, a sophomore. Takes a fastball, misses outside from Randy Payne. Making his 6th appearance of the season, Randy Payne. Sails in there a little bit too high. 2-0. Joe Barnhart, the catcher, to follow. Quickly 3-0 now on Garcia, who's already got 2 base on balls today. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 11-3 for the Mustangs. They get the home run from Blaine French here in the top of the 6th to put 1 up on the board. After the Beavers struck for 2 in the bottom of the 5th. That's right down the middle. 3-1. Sharply hit past first base into right field for a base hit for Garcia. So he's on for the 3rd time, his first hit. 13 hits for the Mustangs. And that'll bring up Joe Barnard, who's singled, walked, and grounded to 3rd on a fine play by Brett Griffiths back in the 5th inning.
Number 31 catcher, Joe Barnhart.
Out of Tokay High School, the sophomore coming in at .363. 4 home runs, 25 RBI. In the dirt, nice block, Duncan Hansen. Keeps the base runner at first base. 1 ball, no strikes. In Guanzon, the shortstop, number 9 hitter on deck for the Mustangs. And manager Reed Peters. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Evens it up 1-1. Misses somewhere, ball 2, 2-1. 13 hits for the Mustangs, 12 hits for the Beavers. We got the 11-3 score, top of the 6th inning. Garcia, the runner down to first base, creeping off a little bit. Outside. 3-1. Activity in the Beavers bullpen. And we do expect to see a new Mustang pitcher when they come out in the bottom of the 6th, as Drummond has gone through 5 innings, giving up 12 hits and 3 runs, struck out 7. That is in there for a call strike. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Chopped down to third. Griffiths has it. It's called a foul ball. Probably because it is a foul ball. And we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two teams meet again tomorrow down in Stockton. Include the series here on Friday at 2 p.m. High up in the air, right center field, giving chase is Gallego in right center. Reaches up and makes the catch for the third out. 1 run on, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs lead at 11-3.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the 6th inning, Mustangs on top 11-3. Thomas Meyer, the new pitcher, his 13th appearance, 15 innings. He has struck out 10, walked 11. ERA of 7.20, no wins, no losses. He'll face Danny Gallego. Then the top of the order, Brett Griffiths and Wyatt Winalski for the Beavers. As Logan Drummond goes 5 innings, gives up 12 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and he did strike out 8 to jump his season total to 34 strikeouts, just the 1 walk. So here's Danny Gallego, who has singled and struck out. Little blooper out towards center field. Giannini making a try for it. Can't make the catch, and it's a base hit for Danny Gallego. So another hit for the Beavers. Gallego at first base, and here is Brett Griffiths, who singled in the first, struck out in the third, and an RBI single in the fourth. So he is 2 for 3. Picked up RBI number 12 in that 4th inning. 3:06 coming in for Brett, sophomore out of Jesuit. That one is in there for a strike from the right-handed Thomas Meyer, who comes to us from Granite Bay High School, just a freshman. Line drive back up the middle into center field. It's another hit for Brett Griffiths. Rounding second is Gallegos, a little bit too wide. He gets back quickly. Beavers, 2 more hits, 14 on the game, 2 in the inning, and here's Wyatt Winalski. Griffith with 3 more hits in this one. The only time he didn't get a hit was the time we mentioned all the family he's got watching, so I guess we can't mention them anymore. It's a jinx. Winalski with a single out of 3 appearances. Takes a fastball, misses outside from Meyer. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Gets foul ball into the catcher's glove. Looks like it's Dominic Braseco, freshman out of Lodi, warming up for the Mustangs. He was, I think, loosening up a little while ago as well. Winalski fouls that one out of play, so it's quickly 1-2 on Wyatt with Darren Eales to follow. Winalski came in at 242, grounded at first in the first, and singled in the third, and grounded to second in the 5th. Barnhart sets up on the outside corner for the 1-2 pitch, and it catches the outside corner, call strike 3. Second time that's happened today, where he sets up on the outside, and the ball is back a little bit over the corner and catches the Beavers unaware. So the strikeout for Meyer, his first, and here's Darren Eels. Struck out, flied to center and doubled back in the fifth and scored a run. Takes that one outside for a ball 1-0. Darren, the sophomore at Bear Creek High School. Inside corner call, strike one, evens the count up 1 ball and 1 strike on Darren with Jaden Reynolds to follow. Right-hander Thomas Meyer ready for the 2-2. Call strike 3. Eels does not agree. 2 outs in a row here as we see that Brendan Moore has joined the crew in the bullpen for the Mustangs, a right-hander from Pacific Grove High School. But 2 straight call, 3rd strikes from Thomas Meyer after 2 singles, and that'll bring up Jaden Reynolds, who has singled so far. So he is, let's see, that's 3 for 3 for Jaden Reynolds. And with the RBI back in the 5th inning, he also scored in the 5th. Jaden came in at 338, picked up RBI number 9 on the season. Left-hand hitting second baseman. High fly ball, short center field. Romney comes in, reaches up, and he's got it. So Meyer gives up 2 hits, then shuts down 3 in a row. We go to the top of the 7th. Mustangs on top 11-3.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the 7th inning. Beavers making a defensive change as Marcus Babada goes into left field for David Henry. It'll be Ian Guanzone. Then Park Romney and Drew Giannini, 9-1-2 for the Mustangs here as they lead at 11-3. Guanzone with a pop-up, a fly-out, and a walk. He is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Right-hand hitting shortstop, batting in the number 9 spot. Takes a strike from Randy Payne, working his 3rd inning. He came on in relief of Anthony O'Connor in the 5th inning. O'Connor went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits and 8 runs. That's in the dirt to one's on. 1 ball and 1 strike. So I guess when service dogs aren't in service, they're really out of service because that guy is just knocked out down there. Going to be a hit for Guanzone. It looked like he stuck the left arm out, but umpire's right there, and he called it a hit by pitch, so he'll go down to first base. To lead off the 7th and bring up Park Romney. The center fielder has doubled, singled, flied to right and then singled again. He has driven in a run. He has scored a run. Now we're going to get a little consultation from the base umpire. He's going to say, I thought he stuck his arm right out there and got hit by it. And the guy said, no, I didn't see it that way, and I'm standing right behind him. Well, I don't know. I really kind of thought it was. Okay, there you go. They talked it over. If you talk it over, whatever you come up with, I can't argue with you. You talk it over. It's what you decide. You consult. You ask for help.
Number 17, center fielder Park Romney.
So Romney, out of Farmington, Utah, just a freshman, hitting .239 when he came in today, but he's going to be a little bit higher than that as he's 3 for 4 so far in this one. Hits that one well to left field. Babada goes back. Now it's going to get knocked down a little bit by the breeze out there, and Babada has it for the first out. Looked a little bit more impressive coming off the bat than it ended up. And here's Drew Giannini, who has a single in the first inning, scored a run, struck out in the second, then singled in the fourth, scored a run, then blooped a double down the left field line in the fifth, picked up a pair of RBI. So he is 3 for 4. RBI count now at 25 on the season for Drew. He's up here with 1 out and 1 on in the seventh. And that's in the dirt. Nice block by Duncan Hansen. One ball and no strikes on Giannini. From Tracy High School. That's in there for a strike, which I don't know, but I'm going to say it's maybe Bulldogs. I'm not really sure. Tracy High School. It sounds bulldoggy. Good lead at first base by Guanzon. Throw over there by Randy Payne. Kind of keeping him close. Dominic Rodriguez on deck. It is the Tracy Bulldogs. Well done by me. Throw over to first base again. Guanzon gets back. One ball, one strike. Oh, the mascot is Brutus the Bulldog. I like that. Well done, Tracy. That's sliced into left field. That's a solid base hit for Giannini, his 4th of the game. Hit right between third and short. Moving to second is Guanzon. So with 2 on and 1 out, we go to Dominic Rodriguez, who was grounded to second twice, singled and doubled, driven in 2 runs and scored 2 runs. 5 home runs for Rodriguez, 28 runs batted in, and a .424 average as he entered the game here today. Right-handed hitter against Randy Payne. Hits that one to right center, slicing over to right, giving chase is Winalski. Wyatt reaches up and makes a fine running catch and gets it back quickly to the infield. That ball was slicing just a little bit. I don't know if Winalski would have been able to get there, but never gave up and made a fine running catch, robbing Rodriguez of extra bases and giving us 2 outs here in the 7th and bringing Grant MacArthur to the plate. MacArthur's doubled twice. He's flied to center and he's walked. He scored 2. He's driven in 2. Rodriguez tried to place that one perfectly in right center field, but it had the slice on it, and Winalski never stopped giving chase. Breaking ball just misses to MacArthur, who came in at 270 with a pair of home runs and 23 driven in. Make that 25 now. 2-0 now to Grant MacArthur. Two on, 2 outs here in the 7th. High fly ball center field. A lot of air underneath that one, though, as Gallegos comes in. Danny reaches up and makes the catch for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs leading at 11-3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standard to keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
Bottom of the seventh inning, Jose Vega leading us off against Thomas Meyer. First pitch is poured in there for a strike. Marcus Babada is on deck. And then Duncan Hansen. He takes outside. Got to give credit where credit is due. Our service dog got up now. He settled back down. He got up between innings and he was kind of going. And he looks like that traditional. That hit Jose Vega. He'll go down to first base, and hopefully he's okay. It might got him on the hand. He'll go down to first base, and Babada coming to the plate. Yeah, it looks like one of those dogs from a TV show, like Scout. His name is Scout or Ranger or Buddy or something like that. But he's got up, was sitting up, and then said, I got to take it easy. That was a lot of work. I'm going to check on Jose Vega, as Jose is really grimacing there with the ball hitting him on the fingers maybe. Flexing his looks like his left hand. Going to chat with Coach Jay and the trainer out there, first base coach. Marcus Babada be making his first appearance at the plate. He came on for David Henry in the top of the inning. Marcus hitting at 153 on the season. Does have 6 runs batted in. Sophomore out of Bear Creek making his first appearance. He'll face Thomas Meyer here with Vega. Over at first base, he's showing Grant MacArthur. Right here, hit me right here on the fingers, right here. I'm sure Grant is very sympathetic to him, Who hasn't been hit on the fingers in baseball? That's outside with a fastball from Meyer. 1 ball and no strikes. Duncan Hansen to follow. Although that does not look like, looks like Chris Caccini on deck, so we'll check that out. But Babada swings and misses. Outside with a fastball. So Chris Caccini, the freshman from Lincoln High, is on deck. Misses outside again, 3-1. Barnhart setting up on the outside corners. He has many times throughout the first 7 innings of this game and not getting the corner. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Evens us up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. A slow grinder out towards second, handled by Giannini to second for 1 to first. Got him on a double play. 4-6-3, and Babada really questioning that decision. Nevertheless, 2 outs here, and that will bring up the pinch hitter, Chris Caccini.
Number 28, the catcher, Chris Caccini.
So Caccini comes in for Hansen. Duncan was 1 for 2, scored a run, drove in a run. That is high for a ball to Cecchini. One ball and no strikes. It's a sharp ground out towards shortstop, handled by Gonzon. Across the diamond to first, scooped up by MacArthur at first to retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th. Mustangs still on top, 11-3.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, it was the most rewarding part about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
New pitcher for the Beavers in the top of the 8th. It's Danny Valens, who has a 1-0 record, making his 7th appearance, just 4 innings pitched. And he will be facing the Mustangs lineup: Blaine French, Braden Schnabel, and Mateo Garcia, 5, 6, and 7. We are at 11-3 in the top of the 8th. Cecchini behind the plate, taking over for Hansen. And French, who has grounded out in the first inning, got an RBI on that one, then fly deep to right in the 3rd, singled in a run in the 4th, and then hit a home run over the center field fence back in the 6th inning on a line drive. So he has got a couple hits and 3 runs batted in. Fastball is in there from Blends for strike 1. Danny, a sophomore out of Whitney High School. That breaking ball misses down low. 1-1 on French. Playing from Oakland Tech. A sophomore, left-handed hitter. 3-11 coming in. Picked up his 2nd home run of the season today. His 3 RBI run him up to 20 in that one. Makes a fastball call, strike 2. Anthony O'Connor started with the first 4 innings, then Randy Payne went 3, and now Danny Valens. Line drive left center field. Bavada moves over, reaches up, and makes the catch. So French is out with a line drive to left center field. Good job by Marcus Bavada on the run to cut that one off. 1 out, Braden Schnabel, the hitter. The right fielder is 1 for 4 with a run batted in. Singled in a run back in the 1st, popped to 2nd in the 3rd. Fielder's choice in the 4th, and a pop to short back in the 6th. Three home runs on the season, 18 batted in for Schnabel now after today's RBI back in the 1st. Takes inside for a ball from Danny Valens. Check swing is fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the 8th. Just misses outside. 2-1 to Schnabel. Mateo Garcia to follow him. Braden, the number 6 hitter in the order. Chopper down to third. Griffiths has to wait for it to come down. It's a long throw across the diamond. He gets him by a step at first base. 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and Mateo Garcia will be the hitter. Walked and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd, then walked again in the 5th and singled in the 6th.
Third baseman Mateo Garcia.
266 coming in at 1 for 2 today. Did score a run back in that 2nd inning, in which the Mustangs scored once. Took something off that one. It's in there for a strike. Scored 3 times in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, then 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. They had 2 on in the 7th, did not score, and 2 outs here in the 8th. In the dirt. 1-1. Belens from the stretch. Check swing is high for a ball. Two balls, 1 strike on Mateo Garcia. Joe Barnhart, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. If Mateo can start something here in the 8th inning for the Mustangs. Fastball just misses outside. 3-1. Two teams meet again tomorrow in Stockton, then Friday back here at 2 o'clock. Ball hit well to center field. Gallegos is going back. Now he settles underneath it. 20 feet in front of the warning track for the out. So 3 up, 3 down in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Beavers still trail at 11-3.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah,
sound
I don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Going into the bottom of the 8th inning, Beavers little hill to climb. They trailed 11-3. Brendan Moore, the third pitcher for the Mustangs, enters the game. He is 1-0 in the season, making his 7th appearance, 6 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts and 6 walks for Brendan Moore. A 4.25 ERA. The right-hander coming out of Pacific Grove High School. He's a sophomore. Gets done with the warm-up tosses. He'll face the bottom of the order, Willie Tatum, Danny Gallego, and Brett Griffiths for the Beavers. As we go into the bottom, it was Drummond for the first 5. He gave up 12 hits and 3 runs. Then Meyer, 2 innings, 2 hits, but he did strike out 2. Looks like Jake Morrell is going to hit for Willie Tatum here. So Jake Morrell, number 30, it's a sharp grounder to the right of second. Giannini backhands it, picks it up, can't get it up, and Morrell is going to be at first base, and that is our first error of the game. Is Giannini had that one about 3 times and kept dropping it. Picks it up, and too late to get Morrell at first base, so Jake is on with the error. And Danny Gallego will be the hitter. First error of this game, in a game that has seen many hits. And here's Gallego, who's got 2 hits of his own. He is 2 for 3 in this one. Moore's fastball is inside. And then more probably a taller drink of water, about 6'1", 6'2" out there on the mound. Maybe a little bit taller. Gago was 185 coming in. Pops that one out of play. Danny 2 for 3 with a strikeout in the fourth, singles in the third and the sixth. Out in center field for Coach Jay today. That's fouled out of play again. So it's 1-2 on Danny Gallegos. Beavers got their runs, 1 in the fourth and 2 in the fifth. Breaking ball's hit sharply down to the third, handled down there to a second for 1 over to first, not in time. Oh, they call him out at first base, and he wasn't. I'm sorry. Garcia to Giannini to MacArthur. They get credit for the 5-4-3. 2 outs, and then I'll bring up Brett Griffiths. And Coach Jay he's going to say, yeah, I don't know who he can ask. He can ask us. We can get the replay going up here and take a look at it if you want to. And the home plate umpire, the base umpires put the hand up and gave him the open palms and said, please go back to your dugout, which is code for, I know I was wrong, but I can't do anything about it now, so go back to the dugout. It's all good. So 2 outs, and here's Brett Griffiths, who singled in the first, struck out in the third, RBI single in the fourth, and another single back in the sixth. I turned to my engineer, Chris, and I said, was I wrong saying he was safe at first base? Okay, thank you very much. Usually, with me, I did have the operation, though, so I can't see a little better. Griffiths swings and misses at the fastball. It was a well-turned double play, though. I will give the Mustangs credit. 5-4-3. Nothing prettier on the diamond than a well-turned 5-4-3. High fly ball, short right field. Schnabel kind of come in a little bit, reaches up and makes the catch for the out. So quickly down in the bottom of the eighth, the Beavers, we go to the top of the ninth. They trail at 11-3.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. New pitcher for the Beavers, number 55, Aiden Nielsen, the freshman from Casa Roble. He'll take over and face Joe Barnhart and then Ian Guanzon and Park Romney. Here in the top of the ninth inning, Beavers trailing at 11-3. Danny Valens went the 1 inning, gave up no hits, retired the side 1-2-3. Akana started, went the first 4, then Randy Payne 3, and 1 inning from Danny Valens, and now Aiden Nielsen. Right-hander facing 8-9-1 in the Mustangs order, and Aiden is, I think it's time we're going to have Caleb Velo is going to come up and hit, I think, number 28. He is in the on-deck circle, and he is listed as a catcher, so I think he's going to probably bat for Joe Barnard, which would make Joe 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. So Aiden Nielsen, number 55, double nickel as it were. as we check our service dog. Well, I call him Buddy the service dog. A little bit more animated down there. I think our French Bulldog might have taken off, though. I think he's a 7th inning French Bulldog. He goes 7 innings in, and he goes, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I got more games to go to. I got lots of stuff. I got Little League tonight, you know. So Caleb Velo is going to be the pinch hitter for Joe Barnard. Right-handed hitter wearing number 28. 4 for 9 so far in the season for Caleb, so hasn't got many at-bats, but he's made the most of them. Hits that one into center field. Gallegos has a beat on it and makes the catch in left center, so hit well, but right at Danny Gallegos in center field for the first out, and Guanzone is scheduled to be the next hitter. I think we're going to see Braden Marua. Marua will come on for Guanzon, who was 0 for 2 but did have a run scored. Marua is a freshman from Oakmont High School. Takes the first one in there for a strike. Four for 29 so far for Braden. Left-handed hitter. Loops that one into short right field, going out the second baseman, reaching up, and that's a fine catch by Jaden Reynolds for the second out. That one would have dropped for a base hit, but Reynolds got out there into short right field, made the catch over his shoulder. 2 outs, and Park Romney will be the hitter. Park has doubled, singled, flied to right, singled, and flied to left. So 3 for 5 on the day for Romney. That's inside. That's going to hit him. So he'll go down to first base. Looks like another pinch hitter that's going to be Elias Rubio. So Rubio will hit for Drew Giannini here in the 9th inning. Giannini had 4 hits on the day. Drove in 2, scored 2. So good day for Drew Giannini. He's replaced by Elias Rubio, freshman from De La Salle High School. He is 6 for 22 on the season. Takes that one for a ball, 1-0. So Rubio hitting for Giannini with Romney at first base. Beavers not holding him on. Jake Morrell has taken over at first base after hitting for Willie Tatum. And is in there for a strike, 1-1. Dominic Rodriguez on deck. That's high. 2-1. Beavers with 2, 3, and 4 next inning. It'll be Winowski, Eels, and Reynolds. That's hit sharply but foul down toward the dugout of the Beavers down the third base line. Evens the count up at 2-2 on Elias Rubio. Sam Tillman loosening up. Looks like Sam Tillman down there. Loosening up for Delta. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, call strike 3. So Nielsen impressive in his inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The last chance for the Beavers. They trail it 11-3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of
Bottom of the ninth, last chance for the Beavers. It is still Brendan Moore on the mound. As Wyatt Winalski will lead the way for the Beavers. He is 1 for 4 so far in this one. Moore's fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Eels and Reynolds to follow. We are in the bottom of the ninth inning. Hit down the left field line. It's curving foul, and it will be out of play down there. So it's 0-2 quickly on Wyatt Winalski. Grounded out in the first inning, then singled in the third. Grounded out in the fifth, and struck out looking in the sixth inning. Hits that one out to shortstop. Picked up by Mariah out here and throws it to first, and the ball is dropped at first base. Rua, the new shortstop, got it over there. Looked like it got there in time. Dropped at first base. Second error in the last 2 innings for the Mustangs, and here's Darren Eels. We got a pinch hitter. It's Ben Hansen. Ben Hansen, the freshman from Woodland's going to come in and hit for Darren Eels. He takes the first one for a ball. So Hansen comes on in the ninth inning for Darren Eels, who was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Check swing is in there for a strike. One and one on Hansen. Swings and misses that one. It's like Alex Olson is on deck to bat for Reynolds. Big chopper out toward shortstop. He's got it to second for 1 to first, and they got him a double play. That was well turned by the Mustangs. 6-4-3, no quibble about that one at first base. Rua throws it to second base. That was the new second baseman out there, Rubio, over to first for the double play. And here is Alex Olson to bat for Reynolds. Olson, a freshman out of Bella Vista High School, big right-handed hitter. Swinging a miss to the big fastball from Moore. 0-1. That's outside for a ball. 1-1 on Alex Olson. Fastball inside corner, call strike. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Olson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Breaking ball is high, so it's 2-2. One more reminder that Beavers are back home on Friday, 2 p.m. against these same Delta Mustangs. We will not be here. We'll be over at the softball diamond. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, and that's your ball game. Your final score: San Joaquin Delta wins this one 11-3. Logan Drummond improves to 3-1 on the season. The Mustangs now have won 6 of their last 7 in conference play, and they improve to 8-5. The Beavers fall to 2-8 in conference play. Reminder, on Friday we're over at Becky Russ Field for softball action. The Beavers taking on Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs. Join us then on Stones Radio Networks and ARC Athletics YouTube. As always, from myself, Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Stones McCoy, and from my engineer Chris Toy, we say thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.